It's over!
He's done it again! Unbelievable!
Oh, straight into the roof of the net. Nice one. Straight down the middle.
Hi, welcome to Firstpost. I'm Rupha Ramani. Let's get the show started. On the show today, Pakistan commentator Sana Mir has stirred the pot with her Azad Kashmir comment. This happened during Pakistan's Women's World Cup match against Bangladesh. And now the upcoming India versus Pakistan clash over the weekend is in the spotlight. With whom does the fault lie? Next up, FIFA's double standards are exposed. President Gianni Infantino calls for peace and unity, hinting that Israel cannot be touched. But what about Russia? Is Donald Trump's influence hiding FIFA's hypocrisy? And of course, football legend Lionel Messi is coming to India. How can we miss that? He will also meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Why is this visit important? All that and more heading your way. But first, the headlines on Sports 360.
Starting with cricket, India take control in the first test against West Indies. On day 2, KL Rahul scored a century to help India take the lead. Dhruv Jurel scored 100 and Ravindra Jadeja remained unbeaten at 104 at stumps. India are 448 for the loss of 5 wickets at the end of day 2. Bangladesh survived a scare and beat Afghanistan by 4 wickets. Ramanullah Gurbaz's 40 helped Afghanistan reach 151. At one point, Bangladesh were cruising with a 109-run opening stand. Rashid Khan then picked 4 wickets as Bangladesh lost 6 for 9 runs. Nurul Hassan carried the bat to help his side take a 1-0 lead. The two sides face again later today in the second T20. Moving to football, Aston Villa maintained their unbeaten run in the Europa League. The English club beat Feyenoord 2-0. The match was goalless in the first half. Villa picked up pace in the 60th minute. John McGinn scored the winner in the 79th minute. In news from Formula 1, Ferrari driver Charles Leclerc has asked the fans to keep their expectations low ahead of the Singapore Grand Prix. Leclerc said the chances of Ferrari winning a race this season are negligible. Leclerc helped Ferrari finish on the podium 5 times but failed to win a single race. Hamilton is yet to finish inside the top 3 with 7 races left. And summing it up with chess, world chess champion Gukesh Dommaraju has crashed out of the top 10 rankings. Gukesh lost 43 rating points from last year. The biggest blow came in the Grand Swiss event. Gukesh had finished in the 41st spot out of 116 players.
India versus Pakistan. This was always a loaded face-off, with the weight of history, geopolitical tensions and a neighborhood rivalry that truly energized fans and everyone invested in the game across the border. Today, though, that encounter has become more about the supercharged environment outside the stadium rather than the contest itself. The latest flashpoint is bound to be the India versus Pakistan face-off that's about to happen over the weekend in the Women's World Cup. It's set to take place this Sunday. There are a few layers to this as well. First of all, it's the matchup itself. It's mired already in controversy. Any India-Pakistan battle on the field here on will only be very hostile. Asia Cup that concluded a week ago was proof of that. While India maintained a firm stand of no handshakes after the games, out of respect for what transpired between the two countries in the lead-up to the Asia Cup over the last few months, Pakistan made it ugly, with gestures that have no place in any sport, politicizing a cricket match. Now, what we're hearing, of course, is that the Women's World Cup too will see India not shaking hands with Pakistan after the game. That the administrators have advised India's players to refrain from doing so here too. Now, while we ponder on what the repercussions of that might be here in this tournament, there's something else that has caught everyone off guard and has created quite a bit of furore even before the two sides have attended the press match conferences, the pre-match press conferences even. Pakistan commentator, a former player herself, Sana Mir's comments about a Pakistan player during their last game during the tournament, the World Cup, is what's stirred the pot now. While referring to a player, Natalia Pervez, during Pakistan's game against Bangladesh, Sana Mir said this.
Natalia, who comes from Kashmir, Azad Kashmir, plays in Lahore a lot of cricket. She has to come to Lahore to play most of her cricket there.
Sana Mir saying the player belonged to Azad, that is free Kashmir, and that sparked massive outrage, with fans lashing out. Now, you can understand why all of this panned out in the manner in which it did over the last 1 hour. It is a delicate matter. Anything pertaining to India and Pakistan and Kashmir in particular is sensitive. And everyone should be aware of that. Sana Mir made a comment she shouldn't have, knowing that it might trigger people and knowing that it could be factually incorrect. And so she had to apologize. She was quick with that apology and said that she took the information off a platform that has, of course, edited the original information, but she should have known better. Either way, it just feels like India versus Pakistan is like a minefield these days. Everyone has to walk on eggshells, especially when it concerns these two countries, even on a sporting field. There is tension, there is anxiety every single moment, even when the match is not on, even especially during the build-up of one such event. More so now than ever before, post-Pahalgam terror attack. Earlier, the cricketing contest would be reason enough to put these two volatile teams across each other. You had legendary face-offs. You had a battle that much was talked of. Now, though, even that seems non-existent. We saw that, we witnessed that at the Asia Cup. India trounced Pakistan twice. There was very little contest. There was some fight in that final, the third encounter between the two nations at the Asia Cup, but that was all. When it comes to the ladies, the gulf is even wider. There is no semblance of a rivalry here. So we ask, what really is left of this face-off, the very famed India versus Pakistan matchups? Why are parties that are invested in sport here looking forward to something like this? Is it for a contest, which seems non-existent now, or just the exchange, the drama and all the trappings that come along with something like India versus Pakistan off the field? Football's governing body, FIFA, finds itself at the center of yet another firestorm. The reason? Its glaring double standards. Once again, President Gianni Infantino has defended Israel, indirectly hinting that the country cannot be banned. His excuse? Sport should unite, not divide. Now that sounds very noble, but here's the catch. While Infantino speaks of peace, he speaks of unity, Russia remains suspended, cast out of international football ever since 2022, with no hope of return at this point. So let's, of course, ask the obvious question. Why does one country get protection while the other doesn't?
We are committed to using the power of football to bring people together. The message that football can convey right now is one of peace and unity. FIFA cannot solve geopolitical problems, but it can promote football by harnessing its unifying and humanitarian values.
On the surface, it all sounds beautiful, very poetic. Football as a bridge, football as a symbol of hope. But look a little deeper, and it reeks of convenient politics. Because when it was Russia, FIFA wasted no time. Within days of the invasion of Ukraine, Russia was out. Banned from qualifiers, tournaments, competitions, no negotiation, no discussion, no second chances. That's where it stands now. But with Israel mounting calls from across Europe, and all FIFA can offer is a soundbite talking about peace. Make no mistake, this isn't about peace. This is about power. Spain, Italy, Norway, several European federations have demanded that Israel be sanctioned. UEFA even considered it, but backed off quickly and rather suspiciously. And just days later, Infantino rolls out his unity, not division speech. So what really changed? Well, it's Washington. The United States has been crystal clear Israel is untouchable. The State Department itself warned FIFA and UEFA to keep their hands off Israel. And behind that diplomatic language is a single name, Donald Trump. The US president has bubble-wrapped Israel with full political protection, and he expects FIFA to fall in line here. Remember, Infantino and Trump are very close. It was Trump who backed FIFA's biggest project, the 2026 Men's World Cup in America, which will also be co-hosted, of course, by Mexico and Canada. FIFA needs the US market there. They need Washington's blessing. And to get it, they need to protect Israel. This is why Europe's demands fall on deaf ears. When Europe cried foul over Russia, FIFA acted instantly. But when Europe cries foul over Israel, FIFA suddenly remembers unity. Unity for some, sanction for the rest. And let's not forget, FIFA's humanitarian values ring hollow here. If human rights were really a concern, why did they hand the 2034 World Cup to Saudi Arabia? A country criticized for its human rights record, but a country ready to pay out billions. Infantino had no trouble accepting that. So let's call this what it really is. It's a business transaction. FIFA is a corporation first, a football body second. But what this hypocrisy is doing is destroying the sport's credibility somewhere along the way. Fans are not blind. They see the double standards that's being played out. Does European pressure only matter when it's against Russia, but not when it's against Israel? Football is really supposed to be all about fair play, about equality. But when the rule book changes, based on, of course, who your friends are in politics, then what's left of that fairness? Sport and politics are already intertwined. That's the new reality here today. But if FIFA wants to pretend it stands above politics, then it must apply the same rules to all. Either bring Russia back or ban Israel too. Anything else is, of course, but a compromise. Now, this isn't about taking sides between countries. It's about one thing, credibility. And until Infantino finds the courage to be consistent, the beautiful game will always remain sieged by ugly double standards. Football fans in India, hold your breath, because after Cristiano Ronaldo, another name is ready to light up this country. The little magician himself, Lionel Messi, has confirmed he will be in India at the end of this year. The man who has owned the Ballon d'Or like no one else, the man who redefined the beautiful game, is heading to the world's biggest democracy. And this isn't just about football. This is about politics. This is about image building. This is about business. Messi is expected to visit multiple cities, meet hordes of fans, play small-sided matches, and of course, yes, he's expected to meet India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. This time, Messi is taking no chances because he knows the Hong Kong episode cannot be repeated. Our next report tells you more.
Messi in India after 14 long years. And make no mistake, this isn't just a celebrity stopover. This is a homecoming of sorts. In 2011, at Kolkata Salt Lake Stadium, Messi played his first match as Argentina captain, a friendly against Venezuela. That emotional connection with Indian fans never went away. And now, he returns, not just as a player, but as the face of modern football.
It is such an honor for me to make this trip. India is a very special country, and I have good memories from my time there 14 years ago. The fans were fantastic. India is a passionate football nation. It will be a pleasure to attend concerts and events at iconic stadiums in Kolkata, Mumbai, New Delhi, and maybe even more cities.
But there's more to this story. This trip isn't just about passion. It's also about redemption. Remember Hong Kong? Earlier this year, Messi was supposed to play for Inter Miami. Fans spent thousands of dollars to watch him, but he didn't step on the field, citing injury. The result? Total chaos. Angry fans, booing crowds, videos that went viral. Hong Kong officials embarrassed. China itself questioned Messi's commitment. His brand image, built over 2 decades of loyalty and perfection, took a massive hit. And that's why India matters. This is his chance to win back trust, to show Asia that he respects fans, to prove that he is still the global icon who values his legacy. But why India? Because this is the world's most populous nation, a country where football is not just a game. It's an emerging market. From brands to broadcasters, sponsors to clubs, everyone wants a piece of India. And now, Messi wants in. His meeting with India's Prime Minister isn't just a photo op. It's a strategic statement. Messi wants to be seen as more than a footballer. He wants to be seen as a global statesman, a symbol of unity in a country that is eyeing bigger global sporting ambitions, including hosting an Olympics someday. And let's be clear, for India too, this is a diplomatic coup. A nation that wants to project itself as a hub for global sport now has the biggest football icon in the world walking its grounds. For the government, it's a chance to showcase India's ability to handle the biggest names, to attract the greatest talent, and to prove that it's ready for the biggest stages. But here's the real test: the fans. Indian fans don't just want to see Messi wave and walk away. They want authentic moments. Whether it's a 7A side match with Sourav Ganguly, Leander Paes, John Abraham, and Baichung Bhutia, or a clinic with youngsters, or a GOAT concert in Kolkata, Messi will have to deliver something real, something that lasts. Indian companies, international brands, endorsements, broadcasters, they all have stakes in this tour. Messi isn't just protecting his image. He's protecting millions of dollars in sponsorships. If he succeeds, he leaves as more than just a legend on the field. He leaves as the icon who won the hearts of the world's biggest democracy. But if he fails, this India tour could become another black mark, another Hong Kong. The stakes are high, for Messi, for football, and for India.
Time for Last Serve. We leave you with a crowning moment from the Free Diving World Championships. Hungary's Sofia Torasek rose to the occasion in spectacular fashion, winning gold with a stunning performance on the final day. New national records were shattered, history was rewritten, and Torasek sealed her maiden world title in the most dramatic manner possible. Watch how she turned it all around to claim glory underwater. That all wraps it up here on First Sports. I'll, of course, see you again after this weekend. Do take care. Bye-bye.